Hi, Oli Weber, Kabbalah Guru. I apologize for my voice. I've been about 3 weeks into this flu. We call it the flu, right? Wink, wink, nod, nod. We all know what this is, and it's no biggie, man. And the last place I'm going to go, by the way, is the hospital. A friend of mine sent me a frantic text saying, please, whatever you do, don't go to the hospital. Don't worry. There's a lot going on. This is really, we're in the chute. We're in the final lap. If you're not following like Torah along with this, like the Great Awakening, the age of Mashiach, the age of Messiah, it all fits together very neatly. And this week is no exception. I'm going to show you some amazing things in Torah on the calendar and why I would be very excited. Now, in terms of dates, we don't like to make dates, but it's happening. And whether, the essence happens first before the action. Remember, we talk about the four worlds, how things go from like thought, speech to action. Right now we're in the thought process, but it's very powerful right now. There's a lot going on. So please like and subscribe to my channel. Come to our 11 a.m. meeting. We're going to be talking about the Torah portion, which is pivotal to what's going on right now. We're in Parshas Beshalach, which means he's sent. This is all about the splitting of the Red Sea. I mean, what could be more appropriate? I believe the deep state is in its death throes. It's going, gone. Mr. Gog and Amalek, all you guys, all the bad boys are hitting the skids, man, once and for all, and we're happy they are. See you later. Okay, so please like and subscribe. Donate to the channel if you could. Come to our 11 o'clock meeting. We're going to have a live meeting also tonight at 7:45 Eastern Standard Time. Take my Kabbalah course below. It'll introduce you to the language of consciousness. And let's rock. I spent the last couple hours studying all the comms on the on Telegram and on the various channels. I mean, there's a lot going on right now. Everyone is aware that January 8th, which was the 6th of Shvat, was a very critical time. But I want to add to that the 12th of January is going to be an amazing day. Why? Because it's the 10th of Shvat. It's Yud Shvat. The 10th of Shvat was the day that the previous Rebbe, the Rebbe before our Rebbe, left. He was nifter. He disappeared from our view. He's very much present with us at all moments, though. And our Rebbe took over on that day, actually on the 11th of Shvat, which is like the 13th, but the 12th and 13th of this month are pivotal, like Hasidic dates. At the same time, we're in the Parshas Shalach, where Paro tells the Jews go, and it's not easy. It's not easy to leave slavery. I mean, that's really what we're experiencing now. All of us are leaving slavery. We've had this incredible criminal structure imposed upon us for the last 6,000 years. They are going now. They are being completely and utterly destroyed. And we now are standing in front of the Red Sea waiting for to split. In other words, the remnants of Egypt, and it's the same force, this Illuminati force, it's the same reptilians, it's the same reptile in the Garden of Eden, it's the politicians. If you're looking, by the way, on your comms, if you see that somebody has the virus, that means they're being removed. There are arrests going on that we don't see right now, but I think this is all coming to a head. They're saying that the EBS, the emergency broadcasting system, will be started soon, and people on the planet will find out exactly what's been going down, and we will be liberated. We will be coming into the new age, the age of Aquarius. I mean, this is the month of Aquarius, and we're going to the age of Aquarius. We're going to the age of the Messiah, of Mashiach. All systems are go. Now, whether it'll take place on the 12th of January, which is the 10th of Shvat, or whether it'll take place in April during Passover remains to be seen. I mean, I'm kind of like thinking that both is going to happen. The main thing is that we're leaving Mitzrayim. We're leaving slavery. We're leaving mental slavery. We're leaving financial slavery. We're leaving medical slavery, educational slavery, political slavery. We are leaving slavery. Now, it's going to happen in phases, yes. It's going to be rolled out slowly. But I believe the big reveal will happen soon. There are people in place. There are National Guard troops in place in case the enemy tries to rear its ugly head. I don't know how much is left of them, but they are still, they are so evil and so, so intent upon destroying as much of humanity as they can before they leave forever. Remember, you are the only one. I'm just trying to remind you guys, everyone is of critical importance, all right? Whether you receive the medical treatment or not, that's going to be something that's going to have to be dealt with in the upcoming years. But the main thing is that you are the only one in the history of reality or history of creation who can be you. You are that last jigsaw piece, the last piece of the puzzle, and without you the puzzle is not complete. So hang on for dear life. We're coming into the best thing ever. The sea will split. I'm going to talk this week about the four camps that formed before the sea split. We're going to talk about that also today at our 11 o'clock Torah meeting in Tanya. So there'll be a lot of information shared this week. But just remember, the 12th of January, the 10th of Shvat, that was the day, really the 11th, but that was really the day, those 2 days, that our Rebbe took over control of Chabad. So it's really of the world. I mean, we and many of us believe that the Rebbe is Mashiach. I mean, I don't want to go into that. I don't want to make a whole brouhaha over that, but there are many of us in the Chabad community who accept that the Rebbe is the Messiah. Now, how this is going to play out with Mr. T and everything else, I don't know. But I do know that we're coming to the Great Awakening. Our DNA strands are going to be reassembled soon. We're going to be experiencing godliness in ways that we never even dreamed possible. We're going to be going direct. We're going to know consciousness through our bodies. And it says that in the era of Mashiach, the body will teach the soul. In other words, once those strands, the DNA strands, are reconnected, your body will resonate with such a high frequency that it will actually instruct your spiritual aspects, your soul. So we have a lot to look forward to. Buckle up, man. It could be interesting in the next couple days, next couple weeks, next couple months, but it's clear to me from the comms I'm getting that it is happening. Gog is gone forever. Gog and Magog, all the evil forces, the Illuminati, these banksters who have been robbing us blind. Soon we'll have the quantum financial system will kick into place. The Starlink satellites, I believe, have already been launched. So when they talk about the Great Reset, that's the evil ones. Their Great Reset is not going to happen. What's going to happen is that a new internet is going to form based on the Starlink system. A new financial system will be formed based on the Starlink system. I believe it will use, Ripple and Stellar. I don't know how that's going to come down. It's all happening. Don't be like Lot's wife. Don't find yourself looking back. We're moving forward. And, we're moving forward as a world, as a global community. I don't think we can really talk about Nasara anymore. Now we're talking about just Sarah, because the whole world is going to move together. The nations will reserve their independence and their importance, but the whole world is going to have basically one kind of currency. We'll all be aligned to silver and gold. We're not going to have this oppressive medical system that tries to do the opposite of life to us. We're not going to have educational systems that make us ignorant. You know, everything is a go. This is going to be the great awakening. This is going to be the greatest era of civilization on this planet ever. We're going to find out things about our history that have been hidden from us. We're going to find out things about, you know, the financial workings, but we are not going to live in fear anymore. This is the end of fear. This is the end of slavery. Last week's Parsha, we actually left Egypt. Now we are standing in front of the sea. The sea will split for us into 12 or 13 neat little pathways, and we will all go forth, and the remnants of Gog and Magog, the remnants of the Illuminati, the remnants of the Kabbalah in Washington, in Wall Street, in the hospitals, all these remnants will be destroyed. And this is the beginning of it this week, because we're standing in front of the sea. Now, we, the people of God, will walk through the sea. The Cabal, the bad guys, are going to try to follow us, and then the sea will swallow them up. We're going to be leaving with all the gold and silver. There's no accident that all this is happening in this week's Parsha. So if you really want to find out what's going on in the world, do what the Alter Rebbe said. Live with the Torah. Live with the Torah section of the week. Live with the Torah section of the day. The Haftorah, by the way, is also very interesting, and it talks about the defeat at the hands of a woman of the deep state cabal once and for all. So please like and subscribe to my channel. Please, if you can, if you have a few nickels you could send my way, I would really appreciate it. I'm hoping that the Supreme Court is going to do the right thing, and maybe I'll even have my job back. I mean, that would really be nice. I'd love to be able to like have money coming into my bank account that doesn't come from my sweet friends in this channel. But right now, that's all I have. Anyway, just know that you are the one, and it's all happening. Come to our 11 o'clock meeting. We'll talk more granular about how the Torah portion is mapping out the future. Okay, may the force be with you, and God bless.